Hey, what's up guys, it's Fuckrup, and in this video I don't usually do this, but I'm going to tell you guys about my builds. Now I want to start this off by saying these builds I made by myself, so I did not get them from any other YouTuber or any other content creator. I just played around with the My Player Builder a lot, and these are the two builds that I came out with. So first we're going to get the Paint Beast, because that's what people ask a lot of questions about. Alright guys, so when I load up the Paint Beast, we're going to go look at his progression. So 97, at 97 overall, I'm just going to highlight certain things that are pretty nice. Is that at the power forward I get an 86 driving dunk, meaning I get all the dunk, like an 86 driving dunk with a 96 standing, meaning I get all the dunk animations in the game. We're also going to look at the playmaking, because people ask me how I have so many playmaking badges on the build. It's because of the pass accuracy, guys, because not everything has to go into ball handling. With a good pass accuracy, you can pass out of shots, you can pass further down the court, and you also get more playmaking badges with the build. Now with defensive, you have 88 defensive rebound and offensive rebound, so I can still play the 5 position if I need to, with the 87 block and 71 steal, so I can play against guards. And 64 lateral quickness is pretty good when it comes to a power forward, because I can when setting up in the zone, I can run the top. I also have the interior defense and perimeter defense. They're pretty good, I guess. Now with this badge, I get 16 finishing, 1 shooting, 3 playmaking, and 20 defensive and rebounding. So we're gonna go into the badges later. So yeah, we're going to go back, and then I'm going to walk you guys through the build. Alright guys, so we're here in the My Player Builder. So we're going to start off with the power forward position, because I get the most questions about that build. And the handedness, it doesn't matter too much, but mine is right-handed, and the number, you already know. So so for pie charts, the build is basically a two-way slasher, but at the power forward, like a slashing rebounder or a two-way athletic finisher. So we're gonna go with the finishing and defensive chart, and we're gonna go with the balanced pie chart, because you get a good speed, good acceleration, a high vertical with a 95 strength, so I can still play against centers. So when it comes to our potential, guys, I'm gonna start off with finishing. With the finishing potential, you're gonna put that close shot to looking. If you want the specific build, you can play around with it a lot if you want, guys. But we're gonna go with my build, how I made it specifically. So we got a 70 close shot, 75 layup, driving layup, because it is a big. I should be able to body people anyways. Our driving dunk is gonna be at an 84, I believe. Yeah, around an 84. Our standing dunk, we're gonna see how high we can put that. Probably an 88. Yeah, that'll do. And our post hook doesn't matter too much. We're gonna put that. We're gonna max out the close shot, I guess. No, we're gonna keep that down. So that looks pretty good, because post hook, you're not gonna be doing that as a slasher. So we're gonna max out the mid-range shot so that we're not completely useless. And then we're gonna upgrade the 3-pointer so we can be an option. Upgrade the free throw. Now, if you guys want to make this build a shooter, you can max out the post fade, and then you can get all of that if you feel like it. However, I'm not going to touch the post fade, because again, I don't need it. Now we're going to max out everything, not everything, we're going to max out ball handling and pass accuracy. Actually guys, we're gonna put down the ball handling a little bit because post moves as a big is important. So we're gonna get this up to about here, because we only need around 3 playmaking badges anyways for this build, because again, you're not gonna be handling the rock too much. So we're gonna put this down a little bit. We're gonna tweak around with this. We're gonna play around with this. We're gonna put that around there. In the post moves, we're probably gonna leave that at 57. Actually, we're gonna max that out. Put this down here. Upgrade that. Yeah, that looks about right. Now, when it comes to defense, you're not gonna max everything out, guys, because you don't really need to. You're gonna max out the rebounding, of course, because that's important. The blocking, because you are an interior defender, guys. Perimeter defense. So we're gonna have to tweak the build a little bit. I'm gonna put these down to an 80 because we don't need them too much. I'm gonna need that steel. So we are gonna play around with the build a bit, guys. I'm gonna try to get this as close to the original as I can. We're gonna max out the interior. We're gonna lower the 3-pointer up here because we want to get as many points into this category as we can, guys. So we got that max. We're gonna try to max out lateral quickness because that's gonna be very important. And the steel too. So that's looking almost like the exact build, guys. I'm gonna put this back down to a 65. I'm gonna get as much into this category without messing up the entire build as we can, guys. I'm gonna try and see how much we can get that steel up to. I'll lower these a bit. We don't need the post hook that much. We just need to get up to 16 finishing so we can get at least 4 Hall of Fames. In that category, we're gonna up the lateral quickness. As you guys, we're getting closer and closer to the ideal build. That standing dunk needs to, so we can't touch anything else in finishing and shooting. Maybe lower the free throw a bit. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna take this off. I think that's what we're gonna, because we're not gonna be shooting free throws too much, you know. We're gonna try and get as much into the category as we can, and we're gonna lower this a bit, maybe to a 60. Because at a 60 we should be good enough. And there goes the build, kind of. This is the closest we can get to the actual build, guys. We get 20 defensive, 3 playmaking. The important thing about having 3 playmaking is that we can get 1 gold playmaking badge with the build. So the body type, it doesn't matter. We're gonna go with I'm gonna go with Burley this time, you know. And then the build. So you guys have been guessing around how tall I made the build because it looks tall, but it's not a 7-footer, guys. It's a 6'10" player because when you're at 6'10", it doesn't affect it too much. But at 6'10", we do get the bonus in rebounding, and we do get the bonus in the standing dunk. But the driving dunk does take a bit of a hit. But that doesn't matter too much. We're gonna up the weight. We're gonna max out the weight. And the wingspan, we're gonna max that out as well. And I chose the rim protecting takeover. Now, you see, we got the paint beast. Now the Sean Kemp similarity is why I like this build a lot. So we're gonna test the build. I'm gonna show you guys the badges that I chose to run on it. So we're gonna set it to my potential that I'm at right now, 97. So you see the badges that I run on the build, guys, is contact finisher because you are gonna be bodying people. You can't play around with it if you want. Lob city finisher because, you know, I can catch lobs all the time. That's what you guys see in most of the clips, that I can catch a lot of rebounds. Now the other 2 you can play around with because I usually run drop stepper and back down finisher in the park. But if I'm playing not twos, but like if I'm playing the 3 in the Pro-Am, I will run fancy footwork and probably pro touch. Just because pro touch, sometimes 2K does beat you with that shot contest, so pro touch gives you that little extra boost. With the defensive, you can play with this a lot, but I suggest Intimidator, Hall of Fame. Brick Wall, Hall of Fame, because you are a power forward. Rim Protector and Rebound Chaser, of course. And with the last 4 guys, you can kind of play around with the last 4 if you want. I'm going to go with Clamps, because I can't cut off bigs with Clamps on Hall of Fame. When it comes to playmaking, you can play around with the playmaking a bit if you want. To get the clips where I'm taking off super fast and I'm momentum dribbling with the big, I use quick first step, because you can just do a size up and then you can run with that. Or you can use downhill if you are that kind of scoring mentality, because you move faster with the ball in your hand when you're running down the court on a fast break with downhill, or break starter if you want to be a generic big. Shooting, you know, shooting doesn't matter too much, but the way that 2K is, I would suggest quick draw so you can get the shot off quicker. Now guys, we're gonna go into the shooting guard. There aren't too many questions about the shooting guard build, so I'm gonna kind of speed through it a bit. So if you guys want to know more about the shooting guard build, you can comment in this video and tell me that you want more about it. But you know, we're gonna go shooting a position right-handed, jersey number doesn't matter. Now guys, the handedness does not matter too much. I just choose right-handed because it's the fastest option. I literally just click left on my D-pad and it goes straight to the right-handed. So this build we're gonna go different because it's not finishing and defending. We're gonna go straight defending on this build, guys. So we're gonna go with the even pie chart again because that is one of the best. You see, we get that 81 speed. Why was my thing red? Anyways, so you already know, guys, we're going to max out the defense of this player for now. So then, now that we have it maxed out, guys, we're gonna play around with it a bit. So we don't need offense. So with the way my build is, we don't use that offensive rebounding at all. So we leave that down there, right, guys? The block, you know, we're gonna put down to 93 because if we go under or too far under, we're gonna go down. So we'll edit it, of course, we'll edit it a bit, but of course we're gonna go with the 92 driving dunk so we can have almost every animation in the game. We're pretty much gonna basically max out these finishing on this player, and then we're gonna play around with it, of course. So we don't need post up because we are a shooting guard, guys. The standing dunk doesn't matter too much. However, yeah, I think we're gonna put down. I don't think we're gonna touch that. We'll touch a little bit, maybe. That sounds weird, but we're gonna try to get up to that 11. Yeah, we're gonna try and go up to that 11 for that category. So of course we're gonna max out the mid-range. The free throw, yes, because as a guard you are going to be shooting free throws a lot because you're going to get fouled in the paint a lot. Now we're going to max out the ball handle and the pass accuracy. Of course we are, because that's numero uno, very important, right? Now this is the part that I talked about. We got to tweak it a bit. So we're going to no, we're not going to touch the driving dunk. We'll lower it to 90 maybe, or we'll keep it like that. I think it's the driving lamp that might have taken a hit. Yeah, the driving lamp goes down a bit. Actually, we gotta keep this maxed out. We're gonna go touch the defense up a little bit. Interior defense, you do not need that on this build. Or we're gonna keep it because we want to get to 30 badges in that category. So we're gonna up that. Then we're gonna up that. So that's basically the build when it comes to the shooting guard, because the blocking, you have that high vertical, that 95 vertical, so you can't block bigs. And with the steal, you know, you're basically a rat. That's how I describe people who get a lot of steals. Like, you know, you're a rat, you're annoying to the defender. The lateral quickness, I can run the one technically because of my ball handle. So we're gonna continue. We're gonna go defined. Now the build is 6'6", guys, because with the build at 6'6", we don't lose too much in each category. The steal goes down by 2, the lateral quickness goes down a bit, but you do get that lateral quickness back when you upgrade the build. And we're gonna go with probably max weight. No, I don't think we're gonna. Yeah, we might go max weight on the build. And of course we're gonna go with the max out wingspan, because that still does bump right up back to a 93. And I do have the lockdown takeover on that build, guys. So you got the two-way finisher. Now, the way that I play, I'd have to compare more to Donovan Mitchell. So then when you go to test the build, I'm going to show you the badges that I run on the build personally. Now, you guys can't play with the play around with the badges, of course, because when you max them out, you can play around through. We're going to put it up to my potential. I'm at 97. Yeah, guys, I do have 2 97s in the build. It took a while to get to. So contact finisher automatically on gold. Like, you're going to be running that a lot. And with that on gold, what I do a lot, guys, is I play around with it. I play around with it quite a lot, because these are what I personally run on the build right now, because I can get a lot of layups off with this. Giant Slayer, like badges like Giant Slayer or Fancy Footwork, they're only kind of useful on Hall of Fame, because you don't get the animations you want. Now, playmaking. This is what I wanted to go into a lot, because I can break ankles on this build, but I don't use ankle breaker. For those of you guys who don't know, a lot of people probably do. If you have quick first step and space creator gold, you can break ankles with that combination. And of course, I run unpluckable. It doesn't work too much, but it helps when a big tries to strip me. They can't get the steal too quickly. And I can dribble into the defender. I can bump the defender by accident, and I won't lose the ball immediately. Now, defensive badges. You guys can of course play around with the defensive badges a lot, but I personally don't play around with it. These are the ones that I run, and I suggest these for any person who's trying to play the guard position with a two-way finisher. Now, clamps, of course, as a guard you need clamps, intimidator. From this point on, you can play around with it. I just suggest you have these two Hall of Fames off bat. Now, chase on artist is useful because I can run down the court super fast because I have fast speed. And I have a clip somewhere, I don't know if I saved it, where I ran down the court and blocked a 7-3 big with chase, just because I had chase on artist. Now, I probably wouldn't be able to get that off if I did not have that badge, because it increases your chance of getting a block. Now, pickpocket, I suggest you run that because you are going to be guarding guards. So with pickpocket all the time, you can strip them easier. Interceptor, you can play around with interceptor because you don't need it, I guess, but it's useful for when you're just sitting in the lane when it comes to Pro-Am, or if you need those clutch steals when it comes to the park. Now, pick dodger is a must, because with the screens this year, it is insanely difficult to get around screens. So with pick dodger, Hall of Fame, also combined with that park badge where you can beat the screens. I don't know, the screen crusher, that park badge. When you get that, it's so easy to get around screens with that. Now, you can play around with the last 6 upgrades. I've been using Tyler's Defender a lot recently, but when you have Rebound Chaser and Rim Protector on gold, guys, you can get snatch blocks. So I can get snatch blocks with my 6'6" guard, which is kind of impressive. Now, the shooting, of course, the shooting doesn't matter too much, but I do run quick draw, of course. Now, yeah, guys, so those are basically the ways that I made you do these two builds. Now, this third build right here, rebounding wing, I'm not doing so good on that build, so I might just end up deleting it, but we're gonna see what happens with it. So thank you guys for watching. Hope this helped you guys out a lot, and see you guys in the next video.